Welcome back, everybody. Giving you another set episode with more Pokemon SD Gale of Darkness on the Nintendo GameCube through Nintendo Switch Online. Welcome to it. So last time, because we just got out of the Mount Battle, and we are here now in the mysterious facility is where we are right now. And of course, we got here this new Shadow Pokemon in the party. So as you go take a look at this, so now going to Pokemon, so we have here if it's a C-Dot at the Shadow Pokemon. And it's on level 17. Now, it got 3 other base attacks. So, it already got the Bullet Seed already. So, C-Dot should be good to go. So, he doesn't need the TM for Bullet Seed. So, he already got it. So, it should be all good now. And of course, we still got here these 2 Shadow Pokemon members, Teddy and Ladybug. Okay, so for starter, we're going to bring C-Dot along. So, without further ado, let's go and check over here. Now, I don't see anything interesting going on here, so there's nothing we can look where there's no chests available. So, let's just head south. Now, I want to go ahead and check in with the, what's they called? Heptagon Brothers. Okay, that I must have miscalculated their names and what they are. A little kid like you should run home to mommy. That's the best. Okay, so I really do think that we should battle all of these Heptagon Brothers. So we got a Coffin and a Grimer coming out. So let's make sure that we battle all 6, or no, technically there's 7. I'm counting. Okay, so it only got 4 of the Pokemon. Alright, so let's take it out with Ember. So let's take Grimer down. And we'll try out Bullet Seed. Alright, so now we go ahead and watch this animation there. Okay, so now we saw what Ember can do. That's very sick. Okay, so Bullet Seed can't affect Coffin, so it's not very effective. Okay, so now it's trying to go use Poison Gas. Not a good sign. Okay, so it's trying to poison on Flareon. That's not a good sign. Okay, but I can't be wasting antidotes, so I'm down to my last one. So let's just keep concentrating. So let's just... Okay, so I'll use Ember on Coffin while C-Dot go use Shadow Wave. Alright, go for it. Okay, well Coffin is out of here. So it seems like that the purple is going to send out another Pokemon to battle. So it's sending out a Tentacool, which is water type. Okay, so now we're going for the Shadow Wave. Okay, well it's not effective enough. Okay, so if by using Pound. Alright, well that's okay. Well, there is a healing session where we go and rest our Pokemon there and gain them more HP. So let's go with Bite, and we can still keep using more Shadow Wave if we like. I'll go for Flareon. Alright, so is everybody using Poison Stain? Okay, well when you rely for the Poison Stain, Flareon is already poisoned. Okay, so now everybody's gonna get the Shadow Wave. So Tentacool is out of here. Alright, get Grimer. So Grimer is out of here. So we do have one more coming out. Alright, so we wait and see who this last Pokemon might be. Okay, so there was a Gulpin. Okay, and yes, so we are getting ourselves a new Shadow Pokemon, which is the Gulpin. Okay, let's try to take it easy on it. So let's just use Tackle and just use Shadow Hole. So take it nice and easy, please. Flareon, stop it to his green bar. Thank you. We want that Gulpin. Okay, so now it's going for the Shadow Blitz. Okay, Flareon, please hold it. Don't get poisoned. Okay, so I just want... Okay, so Flareon is out of here, so he was fainted in battle. Okay, so just bring out Teddy. Alright, bring Teddy out. And let's go use Pokeballs. So we did patch up 8 for each. So let's go catch your one. And we're gonna not do anything. Alright, get your snap ball out. Alright, so we'll see if it counts to the catcher a Gulpin. Now, let's see. Okay, so it's caught. So Gulpin is added to the team. So we have all 5. Okay, so there it is. So Cipher, Peon, Perp 6 is defeat. Oh mama, I lost. Okay, well this guy has so much money. So we did take 680 of his money. You're just a brat. Why are you so strong? Okay, well this guy did not saw what's happened. I've seen a kid this strong. Okay, so let's go rest a Pokemon in this healing machine. So if we get one more Shadow Pokemon, then we can have all 6 in the party member. So now let's see. Now how many did we battle? So we did battle 2 of them. So we just got green and purple brothers defeated. So we only got 4 left. So let's take out the yellow one. We might not look at it, but we are busy. But do you want to play anyway? Sure pal, I'll play your game. Well then, this is what I'll do. Okay, so we are battling with Cipher Peon Yellow 6. Okay, so we got here is between the Electrike and a Shinchao. Alright, well let's get it on. Alright, so we'll go hit it with an Ember. And we'll try using Bullet Seed on Chinchou. But actually, we should have just go for Ember, but that's okay. Well, we just tried biting Electric. So, it seems like that Flareon is paralyzed. Okay, well, I did not even check to see how many Pokemon that Yellow 6 have. Yeah, well, we knew that Water Blast. Well, technically, that used to look like Water Gun to me. So that not going to deal any effect on Flareon. Okay, so it's try hitting 3 times, not bad. Okay, so now just to look at here, so I'm seeing that it have 3 with Pokemon. So let's get rid of the Paralyze. So we did patch up 2 Paralyze heal. So let's just go give one to Flareon. And we can still keep fighting. So let's hit Chinchou out of here with Bullet Seed. Okay, so it's still trying to go for the tackle. Alright, keep going. Spam your Bullet Seed at the Chinchou. Yeah, cause we got here a lot of these Pokemon battles to go on with these Hexagon brothers. Okay, now let's just use Mimic. So we can wrap this up with Shadow Wave. Okay, so Flareon tried, so he failed to use Mimic. Alright, come on, just go already. Why are these guys going first? Cool off with the attacks. Alright, that's okay. So we can wrap this up with Shadow Wave. Alright, good job, C-Dot. Alright, get Electrike out of here. Electrike is defeated. Chinchou is defeated. Alright, so he's getting 133 ESP. So Flareon getting 105. So we got here is a Marine coming out. Okay, so we got here is another Shadow Pokemon. And it's this Marine, a Shadow Pokemon. So let's just take it easy. So we'll try using Tackle. Let's see here. Now I want to go to items. So I want to try healing Flareon this time. Okay, so it's just take it nice and easy. So, okay, now it just missed the attack. Why would it do that? Alright, come on. Don't miss. Please let it not be a miss. Okay, just try using Shadow Hold. Okay, so what happened to Flareon? I did not even see the whole test box of what it said. Sorry, my eyes didn't focus enough. I'm not seeing what's happening to the Flareon, but you know what? We can just probably capture this Mareep, I guess. Okay, so we only got 7 Pokeballs, so please do not waste my Pokeballs. Alright, time to get snacking. Go throw it. Let's get that Mareep to join us. Alright, that's a free. And yeah, that is caught. So we have our own Mareep. Okay, so that's all 6 of our Pokemon. Not bad. Alright, so I'd rather prefer that we go back to the healing machine again. Cause we had to get rid of that paralyzers. So we tried to a little busy, but actually we had nothing to do. It's not like that we need to worry about any enemies in the desert. Alright, well, let's not worry about it, I guess. Okay, so I think it's time to go rest up in the healing machine. Okay, so everyone will take a rest. Okay, so we got here is 3 more of these Hexagon brothers to battle. So we got Yellow Sis out of here. Did I tell you to go home? Oh hey buddy, well I'm a kid that's not going to leave home yet. Well, I'm going to kick your butt and then I'll send you home, crying to your mama back at you. Okay, so we got between a Hoot and a Baltoy coming out. Okay, so I did not even see that the color. So what is it this time? Okay, now there is another Shadow Pokemon. So the Baltoy is a Shadow Pokemon. Okay, so I did not even see what color it's wearing. So it's on brown, so it's not technically orange. Okay, so let's try biting on Hoo-Hoo. Okay, so now we got here this new attack mode called Secret Power. Okay, well that's a new feature. So let's go use Pokeball on Baltoy. Yeah, so we will be near Baltoy. So let's do Catcher It. Alright, so we're count to the Catcher with Baltoy. Let's see. Okay, so we got one. We got a Baltoy. Alright, and we'll go finish this Hoo-Hoo off with Bite. So it only got a little bit of his HP bar. So it just feel a flinch. Not bad. So this is the last Pokemon we're dealing with. So let's just hit it out of here with the tackle. Go for it, Flareon. Alright, so that would be the end of the battle. So Brown 6 was defeated. Now you've done it. Okay, so now Baltoy was sent to the PC storage system. Alright. So we're not going to try to get Baltoy in the PC. Well, we could just keep at least 6 of our party members. Isn't that enough already? Go play somewhere else. Okay, 2 more. So let's take on Blue 6. Go on home already. Or are you maybe looking to have a battle with me? I sure do. Let's do it then. Alright, so now it's time we're going for Cipher, Peon, and Blue 6. Okay, so we got between a Horsey and a Golding. Okay, it's Level 2 Water type Pokemon. Alright, so we go send out C-Dot and Flareon. So we'll see how they do. Alright, so we will go with more Ember. And we'll probably do Shadow Wave just in case. Okay, well, that's good. We just leave it to the yellow bar. Okay, so Golden do not have pet. So how did Golden learn pet? That's bird type Pokemon. Moves. Okay, so Horsey is out of here. Bye-bye, Horsey. Okay, so now that's good. That Flare is catching up. So it's a level 17 now. Okay, so it doesn't want to learn anything yet. Okay, so this last Pokemon about to send out is Spiel. And that there is another brand new Shadow Pokemon. Okay, so let's keep fighting off. So we'll try Bite again. And see that. Well, actually, wait, hold on, time out. No. I almost forgot. I don't want it to instant kill Spiel. I want to catch one. I wanted to join our team. Alright, so we're gonna snag it up with this ball of ours. So we'll see if it counts to catch the Spiel. Alright, well, will it get it to stay? Let's see. Okay, we were so close. How can it not keep still? Alright, go use Bullet Seed, if you will. Alright, keep going. Okay, so it's over. So it hit it 4 times. Alright, good job. Now, it got Shadow Mist. Okay, well, that's a new one. Okay, well, I really wanted to keep catching this time. Well, if we don't try catching with Pokeball, then we're gonna try to use Force. Okay, well, just take it nice and easy with the Shadow Wave, if you will. But I know that the Shadow Wave is not going to hurt that much. So I sincerely hope we keep the Spiel in the Pokeball. Okay, so now it got out. Okay, so now see that, go use your Shadow Wave. But take it easy, please. Don't let it hurt a lot. Okay, so it's not very effective against Shadow Wave. Okay, but it needs more oomph. So how in the world are we still getting Shadow Mist? Okay, we gotta take it easy on it. So let's just stick to tackle, not bite. And just keep using your Shadow Wave just in case. Okay, well, tackle's not hurting that much. Okay, but it's still not very effective. Okay, well, now let's just keep going. I only got 3 Pokeball left, so can this Spiel just stay in the Pokeball and stop wasting it? Please. Okay, just use Shadow Hole just in case. Come on, Spiel, I need you to join us. Join us in the PC Center. Please. Okay, we got him. So the Spiel is secured. Alright, so that's it. So that's what the Blue Says get. So it just lost its Spiel, so it's ours now. Okay, well, we'll probably do some rearrangement with our Pokemon later. When I get serious, but the consequences can be really bad. That's why I took it easy on you. Why, yeah, sure you did. Okay, let's check it with our Pokemon. Now that's all of our group. Okay, so what I don't need anymore is Ladybug. So I wanted to get rid of him. Well, I already got a Grad type Pokemon, so I should be good to go. Now, let's just get one last of this 6 group done for this Heptagon brother. That look on your face. It says you're not about to listen and go home immediately. Alright then, I'll play with you to a while away but time if you want. Alright, bring it on. Okay, so we're going up against Risk 6. So we got between a Slugma and a Houndour. Okay, let's get the party started. Alright, so we're getting us up a new Shadow Pokemon, and it's this Houndour. So let's just fire off. So we'll take it nice and easy with Tackle. And you will go use Bullet Seed on this Slugma. Okay, that's good. Just take it nice and easy. So we'll do one more tackle on this Houndour, then we'll grab us up a Pokemon and try catching this Houndour. Alright, go for it, C-Dot. Use your Bullet Seed. Okay, so it's not very effective against that Bullet Seed. Okay, so C-Dot got the reverse mode. And it got Ember like Flurry in half. Not a good sign. Okay, so he was hurt against this reverse mode. So let's hold on, let's just do one more bite. So, well, we still need to catch her with Pokemon Houndour. So let's go to item. So I only got 2 left. So let's just go use one. Okay, seriously, why can't I not use Tackle and then throw a Pokemon? Why are we throwing Pokemon right now? Well, I better count the catcher in it. Okay, well, that was good. So Houndour was caught. So our only goal here is that we go and attack Slugma with Tackle. It gets what's coming for him. Okay, why use Small? Okay, so Small can't affect. Okay, so now Flurry got the poison. Oh right, you know what? I must have forgot. My bad. I forgot to call it in. So let's go bite it and call out the reverse mode. Alright, well I show you we do hate reverse mode, so it's probably best that we call it off and remove that reverse mode. Okay, so now look at here. So this Red Stick got no more Pokemon left. What the? You're not supposed to be tough. Yeah, but he was looking at the strongest Pokemon trainer there is. I guess it'll help it to while away sometime. Okay, so that's all 7 of the, well, technically I'm counting there are only 7 group. So that's all 7 we battle. So let's just rest all of our guys. So I want to try to make some rearrangement because we've been catching a lot of Shadow Pokemon recently. So let's go to the PC. Okay, so I got here is so many options over here. So we have it on boss 1. So we got here is this field. So let's try moving it. But hold on. So oh wait, I have to press Z. What's happening here? Okay, so I thought I got it to move it. Okay, now I don't need Lelibot anymore. So it's a bug and flying type. So let's move it to the storage. Okay, so let's try shift and put it in the party. Okay, I think that's how it works. So we'll place it just like that. Okay, so all we just need is we need fire, we need grass. Okay, so this one is normal. Now let's just keep Teddy there. Well, we'll keep using her. Okay, so we need electric, we need ice and water. That's all we need. Okay, now that was pretty much it. Okay, so but we'll keep gulping there. So we need to use poison. Okay, so what other Pokemon we have there? So okay, so this is ground and second type. Okay, so this one is dark and fire. But you know what? I think it's best that we bring Baltor in the group. So we want him to use ground and second type. So let's have him join the party. So I want Gulpin out of here. I'm sorry, Gulpin. I had to sit you one out. Okay, so place him there. Cancel it. Yeah, just say no. Okay, so I think we're all done here. So looking at our group. Okay, so that's everyone. So we're all fully rested. So we're nice and clean. So we can carry on. So let's go through this elevator. So where are we going? Bottom? Okay, so we're going beneath. So we were supposed to find this Cipher character. So there is another of this team member. No running the hall. Okay, well I just started running in the hall. You don't tell the kid what to do. Okay, so we got it's another the door and a Taylor coming out. Okay, so we're sending out Flareon and C-Dot to battle. Okay, so I'll go hit it with an Ember. So I'll take down Tello with Ember. And for C-Dot, I want you to try out your secret power. Because I know that I have the same move with secret power back since I was playing Pokemon Fire Red version. When I was live streaming it, my Pidgeotto had that move, secret power. Okay, so both of our attack fell. Okay, so C-Dot got the pack. Alright, go for secret power, if you will. Okay, I'll give you the bite. No, hold on. Bite it on the door. We'll go with Shadow Wave. Okay, so who's gonna get quick attack? Okay, so Flareon got quick attack. Alright, so Flareon's gonna use bite to finish off the door. Okay, so I believe that she had one last Pokemon, and it's the Taylor. Alright, so Taylor took the defeat with the Shadow Wave. And we each gained a minimum of ESP. Alright, so there it is. So Javian got destroyed. Oh yeah? Well, I'll just run away. Yeah, you go run away, cry to your mama. Okay, so C-Dot got purified. Very good. So let's go to item. So let's give each Pokemon some healing. So C-Dot, you will take the super potion. Okay, so let's move downward. Grumble SD001 the failures are going to select plan right off the rails. See, I wish that we finish up with this research and get out from this dank underground warren. What? Who are you? Where are you getting from? Okay, so we are battling with a Cipher R&D Tekot. Okay, so we got here, it's a Clan Pearl coming out, and another Corphish. Okay, so we got more Water type Pokemon coming out to battle. Okay, yeah, now that Pokemon do look like a clam, so let's take it out of here with Ember. We'll try Bullet Seeds. Alright, so we'll see how much that's gonna hurt. Okay, well, it's not very effective, so we're both Water type. Alright, go for it, C-Dot. Okay, so Corvish is super effective against Bullet Seed. Okay, so it got the move Bubble. Yeah, well, now talk about Flareon, cause he is putting up a tough battle, cause he is no harm or any danger or taking so much damage for any of its water attacks. So let's go finish it off. Okay, so you will go use the bullet seed on the clamp pearl. Alright, well, we only got a little bit of HP bar left. So it got vice grip. Okay, well, I never had heard of vice grip, but at least it's my first time I've seen what vice grip can do. Alright, so go use your bullet seed. Take down Clamp Pearl. Alright, so Clamp Pearl is defeated in battle. Okay, so I think he got one more, and it's the Zubat we're worried about. Okay, so I'll take it down with a bite. While C-Dot take it down with, actually, use Shadow Wave. Okay, so now it's C-Dot chance. He'll go use the move C-Dot. Okay, so we wait. So C-Dot is going to get the Supersonic and get confused. How annoying. Okay, please take it easy. Okay, so just stop the 17. Not bad. Okay, so we're gonna Bubble Beam on everybody. Alright, so are you gonna snap out of it, or why are you confused? Okay, so we're still on a reverse mode. How annoying. How incredibly annoying. Yeah, sometimes these Pokemon might cheat. A little. So, let's just hit it out of here. And we'll go give C-Dot the call. Because we want that reverse mode removed. Alright, it will be no more reverse mode. Okay, so Corpus is out of here. Okay, so it's fit by using Astonish. Alright, keep Flareon alive because he need to gain a minimum of ESP. Alright, go finish up with Bite and the Shadow Wave. Alright, there it is. Zubat is defeated. Okay, and Flareon is on level 18, so it's catching up. Alright, so here's this scientist defeated in battle. Why? Why due to deserve this? Okay, well he'll do better next time. Or maybe not another time. But this is bad news. I got to alert the Larina about the security breach. Okay, so I think it's time we go healing. Now, potion won't be enough, but let's just get the super potion. So we gotta use it on Flareon. Okay, now he's good to go. So we get to go and explore this area. So I don't want to miss any detail of what's going on in this area. So let's not to forget what we're here for. So it seems like that we got here some more scientists to defeat. Yeah, now I can see there is a lot of these directions. There's a lot to go on. When are they finally going to get that guy to spill the beans about this purification research? He might be the authority on a purification, but if he wants to talk, our words is not going anywhere. Well, what are you doing there? Okay, so we got here Cipher, R&D, Misak. Okay, so we got here is the North and the Lily. Okay, so I have not seen this Lily Pokemon my whole life. Now let's just give it all. Go hit it with the Ember, and you can try out. Go try out Secret Power, see what happens. Okay, so Ember is not dealing enough damage on this Lily. Yeah, well, some of these two Pokemon might be in Water type, or probably on Ground type. Who knows? Okay, so it's not very effective against Secret Power. Okay, so the Annoyer is paralyzed. That's good. It deserved to be paralyzed. Okay, now we knew that's not going to affect. Okay, so try hitting it with a bite. And we'll use Shadow Wave. Okay, so just a little bit left will do. So it's down to his red bar. Okay, so we go watch and see. Alright, so we only got a little bit left. Okay, well that's not very effective. So it must have used Slug Bomb. Is what I just saw there. So let's just hit it out of here with Ember. And we'll still keep using Shadow Wave. Okay, there you have it. So that's the end of your story. So North is done for. Alright, so we'll go take it out of here with a Shadow Wave. So Lilith is defeated. So we can both take as many EXP points we like. Okay, well that was a very good battle. Oh my gosh, that shook me up. Yeah, I'm assuming there is a lot of Pokemon training to battle all over the laboratory. All I wanted to do is to work on my research. Don't disturb me, please. Okay, so let this guy do his science work while we go and heal the full group. Okay, so we'll give C-Dot the healing with the super potion. And we can still keep exploring. Okay, so now we got here is more reinforcements. Okay, well they need to cool off with a lot of these Pokemon trainers. They're just way too darn many. Okay, so we're bringing Flareon and Detox to the party. So let's... Okay, so let's hit it out of here with Ember. So it only got free with Pokemon. So we'll try Bullet Seed, see what happens. Okay, so Swinub was super effective against Ember. Okay, so we got here is a Spinarak. Okay, so that there was gonna be a Shadow Pokemon. So we got ourselves another Bug Pokemon in a Shadow form. Okay, so it just hit it 2 times. Okay, so do hit out of here, and I'll go check in with Pokeball. So I'm down to my last one. So, but actually, let's not go use it yet. So we can still keep fighting. So let's just stick to using Shadow Wave for now. But I sincerely hope we go easy on this Spinarak. Okay, here he is. So we got our last Pokemon. So it's not very effective. That sucks. Okay, hey look. So we're both on the same side. So we're both Shadow Pokemon, not very effective against each type moves. That make it both even. Okay, now keep going. I rather prefer that we take it easy on it. Alright, take it easy with Secret Power. I know it's not going to damage a lot, but please, just take it easy. Okay, just keep on the yellow bar and then we'll catch her and spin on it. Yeah, now we know that Shadow Blade is not going to affect. Alright, so it's time to steal her Pokemon. So let's go capture it this time. And we're gonna try not to do anything. So just hold it with the shadow. Okay, so we'll see if it counts to catching this Spinarak. Let's go watch and see. Okay, there it is. So Spinner is caught and been registered to the PC. Okay, so I got no Pokeball left. I shouldn't have come out. Okay, so we got 680 for winning. Alright, and are we good? Yeah, we're fine. We got enough HP. Alright, so let's go and pick up our prize. So we did find one of it to revive. So that's only when Pokemon take faint we can give one of each Pokemon be revived. But I have a half of HP. Alright, so we can still keep moving. Please, Professor Crane, when will you tell me about your purification study? I do so want to know. That will let me power up on my SD001. I so made it myself. Don't you think that would be fabulous? You got to be joking. I would never cooperate with people like you. Oh, but why? I still don't get it. Why would you refuse an offer so wonderful as this? I don't care how often you repeat to yourself. I have no intention of helping your Shadow Pokémon plan. Artificially slamming shut of the hearts of a Pokemon. It's inexcusable. Put a stop to it immediately. Oh, you are so mean and close-minded. You don't even try to understand how marvelous it is to help my SD001. Naps. Yes, ma'am, Sister Lavrina. This is also your fault. Professor Crane is also across because you were so rude when you invited him here. You can't be serious. Listen to a man already. He's been saying all along that he wants to help our Shadow Pokemon plan. I can't hear you. The plan is perfect. SD001's a condition that was off by just a little tiny bit. Being off by just a little tiny bit is enough to make it drop a ship. And will you look at the uproar? Naps. It's all your fault of what happened every tiny little bit, so you do something about it. Okay, so she is calling her way out of here. Naps, was it? You have my sympathy. Or what a nightmare that must be to have someone like her as your boss. You put a lid on it. When it comes right down to it, it's so all your fault. Come on, help us with SD001. First, we need to talk. I'll teach you why it's such a bad mistake to create this Shadow Pokemon. Okay, so we're just eavesdropping their conversation or whatever it is that they're talking about. Okay, so we're about to run into an intruder. Did you come here knowing that this is Cipher's lab? It doesn't matter now. Since you know that we're here, we're not about to let you go free. Okay, so we are going up against Cipher Peon Salox. Okay, so we got Ralph coming out and a Voltorb. Alright, so the rest of these two will come out. Florian and C-Dot, go up. Okay, but dang, they got 4 of his Pokemon. Okay, so we'll see if that Voltorb is going to be weak against fire. We'll try Shadow Wave, see what happens. Okay, so if it was using Sonic Boom, so it tried missing the attack. Very good. Yeah, well, Florian has his own ways of dodging that Sonic Boom. He have his dramatic. Yeah, well, so it seems like that Shadow Wave is not going to hurt that much. Okay, so now I just took the confusion. That's not a good sign. Okay, so C-Dot is on reverse mode. So we'll take down Ralph with Ember and go call in C-Dot to remove the reverse mode. Okay, so now it's fit by using Sonic Boom. Oh dang, that had to hurt. That dude gotta hurt. Okay, so Ralph is defeated. Okay, so we got here is a Bogum. Alright, keep at it, we're doing great. Okay, so dude hit it out of here with the secret power. Okay, well, Screech can't attack, I mean. Yeah, but it will be just fine. So Flareon is gonna get his defense lowered. Okay, well, Bargain was super effective against Bite, and it's already unflinched. Okay, good. Okay, so Voltorb is out of here. Okay, so we might have one more Pokemon coming up. So it's this number we're dealing with. Okay, so there was another Shadow Pokemon, and I am running out of Pokeballs. So let's just hit it out of here. We have no other choice but to take down Numel. So I really gotta go back to the Pokemon and buy some more. So let's just use Secret Power. Okay, so it just got half an AP. Okay, so now I was thinking about using Leo. Yeah, please do go with Secret Power. Take down Bargain. Have it take Faint. Okay, so Flareon's on level 19. Good for Flareon. So we probably had to escape the laboratory underneath and go find a village where we can stock up more items. So we're gonna try to find a Pokemon and go buy some more. So let's just do Bullet Seed. See if that's going to hurt. Okay, well, that's fine. Well, Bite will do the work on Numel. So each and one of our guys will take some ESP. Alright, so we really got to escape the lab. So we'll come back and rescue Professor Crane later. Right now, I really want to figure out how to get out of this mess. So let's go do this. Alright, so going back to the Pokemon. We're going to be stocking up a lot of these Pokeballs. So now since we got a lot of money. So yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. We got 12, 5, and 143. So it should be enough to get us more, but how many? 10? Okay, 10 Pokeball we'll have to do. Let's take them all. So we're going to be needing some more antidote. So let's take 10 antidote. It's all for the road. And we're going to be needing some paralyzed heal. So we'll take 10 and go. Alright, now we need more super potions. So let's get more like 9. And there it is. So I'm broke. So I can keep at least 12 of the super potion. That's all the money I blew up. Okay, now moving on. Alright, so back to this. So I want to go and check down here to see whatever that we're missing around here. So let's go and check the elevator. So hold on, what did it say? So the door is locked. It appeared to need an ID card. Okay, so we don't have that ID card. So we might have to keep exploring a little bit more deeper. So I don't think we are yet to check this area. It doesn't appear to open from this side. Okay, so none of these 2 doors can open. So I think we were given a task to keep moving forward. So we can take this elevator all the way down. And we'll get around this maze. Go upstairs. And have that door open sesame. Alright, so now this is the part where we go battle a Cipher Peon. And I believe this is where we get on the elevator. So where did that take us? Down bottom? Okay, so there was another elevator on the right. Now let's go check left side. Huh? Well, if it isn't a tiny little intruder. Okay, well, that's a bit rude, so why would a Cipher Peon call me tiny like that? Like I'm so short. Okay, so we got here is a Barboach. Alright, so let's get out R2 and start our next fight. So we got our Snorunt and a Barboach. So let's go all out. So we'll hit it with the Ember. We'll use Bullet Seed. So we'll see how much that's gonna hurt. Okay, so that there was going to be super effective. Not bad. Alright, so we'll get both ESP going. Yeah, but we kind of failed the attempt to catch her with Numble because we were running out of Pokeballs. Okay, so Barbosh is defeated. So Barbosh is no more. Alright, so let's take some more ESP and go. Alright, so we're taking 560 of the money. Alright, so let's check south. Hello, little boy. Have you lost your way? Okay, well this is the maze going on. So now we're going up against another site for Peon. So we got Natu and Ninkata. Okay, so we got these two we're worrying about here. So we're burning in Flareon and C-Dot along. So we'll see how we do on this next fight. So we'll go ahead with the Ember, and you will go with Bullet Seed. Okay, so yeah, now Ninkata was super effective against fire. Alright, that's a good call. So we got here is a Wilmer. Yeah, I was looking to see if the Wailord is going to appear in the sky somewhere. But that is when this Wilmer is going to evolve into that Wailord, I'm sorry. Okay, so it's not very effective against Bullisy, and now it took the reverse mode. Alright, come on now, not this reverse mode again. It needs to stop. So let's just buy out of here and see that you will get the call. Alright, go for it, Flareon. Use your bite. Alright, so Natu, I don't know if I pronounced your name correctly. Well, it just took damage. Okay, well we knew that fire is not going to weaken water, so let's just hit it with bite. And we'll just do Bullet Seeds. Alright, go for it, Flareon. So just stop it to his yellow bar, not bad. And for C-Dot, you will go, okay, come on. It's C-Dot turn. Let C-Dot go first, please. Wilmer, come on. Alright, let's take down that big whale. Okay, so I only got a little bit left, so it shouldn't be too bad. Alright, finish it off with Tackle. Go for Flareon. Okay, so we're getting a level up, so it's on level 20 now. Alright, so we keep a bit more of our status increasing more. How dare you, I mean really. Okay, so we gained 640 of the money for winning. That's how much we've been raising up. Okay, now what's happening here? Okay, so let's go this way. Have you heard of prototype SD001's final adjustment are behind schedule at headquarters? If they can get the crane to give up a detail about his purification study, all SD001 problems should be solved in a one fell swoop. I think so too, but he sounds quite obstinate and tight-lipped about the whole thing. I heard Larina is getting an instant over this. What? A kid in the lab? Hold still so we can catch you, kid. Okay, so we're going up against Cipher R&D Elk Rock. Alright, let's do this. So we got here the Swablu and a Why Not? Okay, well, why not kill it then? Kill that Why Not? So we'll take it down with Ember. And I don't know if secret power is going to hurt Swablu, but let's see. Okay, so we just leave it to his yellow bar. Yeah, sometimes this battle takes a little bit too slow for this RPG. Alright, so we're going for the secret power. Okay, so it failed to attack. So let's hit it out of here with Bite, and we'll go give it the Bullet Seed. Alright, go for a Flareon. Okay, so they both got their yellow bar, and it's already in flinch. Alright, please tell me it's going to affect. Okay, it doesn't affect. So it tried to hit it 2 times. Okay, so just finish off with Bite. And go with Shadow Wave. Alright, I want Shadow Wave to hurt more. Okay, so the scientist gotta have one more Pokemon. And it's Corsola, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, Corsola is a girl name for that Pokemon, so don't know why gender had to be male. Well, all of these Pokemon genders are male. Okay, so hit it out with a Bite. Try using Bullet Seed again. Okay, so just keep it on his yellow bar and see that go with more Bullet Seed. Alright, keep going. Why 2 times? Keep going. Okay, so we're about to get ready to use counter, but it failed to go use it. Not bad. Alright, finish off with Tackle, and you will keep going with Bullet Seed. You can use Bullet Seed on Corsola. Okay, so why not took the feet? And we go watch C-Dot go use Bullet Seed on Corsola. Alright, very right. So the battle is finally over. Okay, so the rest of these 3 Pokemon were defeated. Alright, very nice and quick, easy battle. Beaten by a kid? Well, you just got owned by a kid. I'm busy. I'll let you go today. So I'll go home without any fuss, okay? I'm not good at battling, but now's not the time to be telling you that. Jeez, man, what's with all of these people wanting to keep battling kids? Like, come on. Alright, then, let's go be up at Dustox. And a Wingull. Okay, so the battle's on now. So, I want it to be a quick battle. So, let's just hit it out here with Bullet Seed. So, it got 4 of its Pokemon. Okay, so now it's figuring out how to use Water Gun. Okay, so it got the move Gust. Okay, so just stop it. Yeah, sometimes these big battles always keep taking longer and slower. Cause none of these have any effect, so just use Secret Power. Doesn't really matter. Let's just take them out one at a time. Cause we want the battle to go a lot quicker. So now we got another Pineco coming out. So if think about using Water Gun. Okay, it's fine. Just use Secret Power. Yeah, I knew it's not going to affect more. So let's just go with Bite. You will go with Shadow Wave. Okay, so Pine Code out of here. Now all we have left is this Quillfish. Okay, well this Quillfish trying to be like some pufferfish. Okay, so now we're using Shadow Wave on the both of these Pokemon. Well, both of them can't be in their shadow form. Okay, so I can see both of them were females Pokemon. Well, some of them are females. Okay, so we can wrap it up with Ember and go use Bullet Seed. I'll go for Flareon. Okay, so we took defeat. Okay, so if I'm using Harden. Okay, so it's not very effective. So it must have hit it 5 times. Keep going. Please finish it off. Alright, so it's almost over. Okay, so who's gonna get tackled? So it was C-Dot. Okay, so let's just C-Dot hold off with 7 HP. We're almost done. Yeah, this battle is taking forever. So there's just 2 of these scientists we're going up against. This is a long battle. Nope, I'm just a little good at battling. Yeah, you're just no good at all, buddy. Go home to your mommy. I'll pretend that I never saw you. Scramble already. No, not right after I claim my prize. So, okay, so now we're getting somewhere. So now we're getting the good Pokeball. So we're moving on to Great Balls now. So we can keep one. And we'll... Wait a second, how did we get a Premier Ball? I don't remember we got a Premier Ball. Okay, so let's go use the Super Potion. So we're going to heal C-Dot. And we'll probably start out with this potion. So we'll keep healing Flareon. And yeah, we'll probably call it right here. So I believe in next time on Pokemon SD Gale of Darkness. So we'll try to chase right after this Lavina character and try to define out where Professor Crane is doing. So that's something we're gonna have to stay tuned and find out more later on the next series, guys. So you don't go anywhere, and you will be with and stay tuned on the next series. So thank you guys so much for taking the time to tune and watch this episode. So if you join me, see you want to see more of Pokemon SD Gale of Darkness, be sure to leave an advertisement, like, share the video, and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, remember that notification bell so that you'll be stay updated and notified to one of my news with awesome videos up the way. So that's gonna be all it for Pokemon SD. We will be picking up more in the next one. So take care, guys, and I hope to talk to you in the next video.